Coming into this, those of you who are pregnant, your children are going to be born into this. That's so beautiful, you know? And so eventually, generations are going to just come, and this is all they're going to know. It's going to be like Israel. You know, they were born, Isaac was born in the covenant. Jacob was born in the covenant. You know, they didn't have to be weaned from the lives of the world. They were born, they suck in the womb, they suck in the breast, and on the 8th day they're circumcised. It's just their life. This is all they know. And it's a beautiful thing. But we come to it, and there's many things that helped us to come to this realization. One of the things that helped me was when somebody took me back into history and started teaching me and showed me the articles that, because the Catholics love to keep records. Even when they make mistakes, they keep records. I mean, even if they having sex with little boys, they keep record of that stuff. And I'm glad they did keep records of it. I'm glad that they kept record because it shows you where the shift took place.
Yes, sir.
Now, here's the hypocritical thing that we find among assemblies. And I define it as hypocritical or as biased to a certain degree. We'll go to history, and we'll uncover the history pertaining to the Shabbat.
Talk about it.
But we will ignore other things in history because we don't want to give up certain things.
That's not right.
That's bias.
Yes, sir.
How can you go to history and talk about Constantine and then ignore Ignatius, who's also a part of history? I'm going to show you something here. Ignatius was one of the so-called early church fathers, right? And Ignatius invented something. He invented the monarchical bishop. Anybody know what that word mono means? One. Wow. What does that mean, the monarchical bishop? See, in the early church, there was no such thing as a bishop over, like, regions and all that kind of stuff. If you was a pastor, you was called a bishop.
Yes, sir.
And it wasn't until Ignatius came along and said, hey, we got some problems that we need to fix, and I think we need to shift the wording around, and we need to change the hierarchical system. And Ignatius, I'm going to read it. In these letters, Ignatius, and I have some of the, parenthetical references in here, because, you just can't believe everything you hear, so I always tell people you study it for yourself. In these letters, Ignatius appeared to be what? The first to argue for the monarchical bishop. In the local congregation, he describes a 3-tiered ministry of bishops, elders, and deacons in each